Yo tech lovers, ready to ride the future? We're diving into the coolest bikes out there. From electric beasts to foldable cruisers and wild custom builds that turn heads everywhere. The kind that make your ride smoother, your style sharper, and people straight up shocked. So don't blink, don't scroll, don't miss it. The future's in your cart. KleinJohana isn't built for speed. It maxes out at a modest 18 kilometers per hour, even downhill. But that's not the point. This monster of a machine holds a world title, the heaviest bicycle ever built. Officially Guinness certified, this beast weighs in at a staggering 2,180 kilograms. Yeah, you heard that right, over 2 tons of pure pedal-powered insanity. The man behind it? Sebastian Beutler, a self-taught welder from Germany with a serious passion for turning steel into statements. After pouring more than 2,500 hours into this giant, he created a 5-meter-long, 2-meter-tall colossus that looks like it could crush traffic cones for fun. Every inch of it is custom built, from the oversized chain to the frame thick enough to hold up a car. This isn't some trailer queen either. KleinJohana moves. Slowly, sure, but it's fully operational and 100% pedal-powered. Watching it roll down the road is like watching a steel fortress on wheels. It's absurd, over the top, and kind of brilliant. That's exactly why it's racking up views, likes, and double takes from everyone who sees it. But it's more than just a viral curiosity. It's a tribute to human obsession. The kind of project you take on not because it's practical, but because no one else would even try. It's part art, part engineering challenge, and part childhood dream made real with welding torches and stubborn willpower. So no, you're not buying KleinJohana to ride to work, but as a mechanical flex, as a jaw dropper, as proof that impossible is just a word, it absolutely delivers. Sometimes the wildest machines aren't built to go fast. They're built to go big, and KleinJohana is the biggest of them all. Runu Juggernaut. This isn't some trendy e-bike for your local bike lane. It's a full-blown off-road machine with zero interest in compromise. Built for chaos, this thing is the definition of unstoppable. With its dual front wheels and fat tires, it laughs at sand, mud, snow, and anything else that tries to slow it down. Let's get real. Most bikes slip and slide the second the trail gets sketchy. But the Runu Juggernaut? It grips. That twin-wheel front end gives you crazy stability, especially when the ground turns soft or slick. Think of it like riding a tank with handlebars. It handles terrain that leaves other bikes stuck or flipped over. This beast isn't a concept or a prototype. It's a production model, and you can get your hands on it for $4,300. And for that, you're not just getting an electric bike, you're getting an all-terrain vehicle that runs silent and hits hard. Powered by a high-torque motor, it delivers a range of up to 32 kilometers on a single charge. It thrives in brutal environments, rain, sand, snow, ice, you name it. It even works flawlessly in sub-zero temperatures down to 9 to 20 degrees Celsius. Where other e-bikes quit, the Juggernaut charges ahead like it's just warming up. Riding it feels more like piloting an ATV. It doesn't wobble, doesn't spin out, doesn't second guess. You feel locked to the ground, even when the terrain's trying to throw you off. Whether you're hauling gear into the backcountry, hunting through frozen woods, or just carving your own path through no man's land, this bike brings the confidence. The Runu Juggernaut isn't for casual riders. It's for those who look at impossible and say, challenge accepted. Standup Verabike. Imagine a machine that turns your daily commute into a full-body workout without stepping foot inside a gym. That's exactly what this wild invention does. It's part bike, part rower, part cross-country skier, and all muscle. The Standup Verabike doesn't just get you from A to B, it pushes your entire body to earn the ride. Here's how it works. Instead of just pedaling with your legs like every other bike, the Verabike brings your arms into the mix. Think of it as rowing while riding. The motion targets your core, shoulders, arms, and back, along with your legs, of course. 5 different riding styles keep things interesting and let you dial in the intensity you want. The bike comes with a 4-speed gear system, so whether you're cruising city streets or powering up hills, it adapts to the moment. It's more than versatile, it's efficient. You burn more calories, engage more muscles, and still get where you need to go. No gym membership required. And don't worry about portability. The folding frame collapses down small enough to fit inside a car trunk or on public transport. Ride it to work, fold it up, and carry it in, no fuss. It's not just practical, it's smart. This sleek hybrid of fitness and function typically sells for $1,527. And for that price, you're not just buying a bike, you're investing in a workout you'll actually look forward to. It's the answer for anyone who's tired of sitting at desks, sitting in cars, and sitting at the gym machine waiting for a turn. Gravity Bike. Step aside e-bikes. This isn't about batteries or motors. This is about pure speed, gravity, and guts. The Gravity Bike is engineered to do one thing and one thing only: fly downhill like a rocket on wheels. No engine, no tricks, just precision balance, streamlined design, and nerve. At first glance, you might laugh. The frame looks low, the pedals are missing, and the whole setup seems a little odd. But the moment you point this thing downhill, everything clicks. Tuck your body, hug the frame, and gravity does the rest. These bikes can hit speeds of up to 129 kilometers per hour. That's not just fast, that's insane. What makes it possible? A hyper-aerodynamic posture, super low center of gravity, and a frame built for downhill only. No suspension, no pedals, no distractions, just smooth tires, fast bearings, and the will to push limits. And here's the wild part. This isn't some commercial machine only pros can afford. There's a full step-by-step guide to building one yourself over at Instructables. Seriously, if you've got some mechanical skill, a bit of time, and a garage, you can build a gravity bike and start experimenting. Tweak the geometry, upgrade the wheels, maybe even design your own body shell for extra aero points. This bike is DIY culture meeting downhill obsession. It's for the speed junkies, the weekend engineers, the what-if builders, the ones who don't just want to ride, they want to fly. So if you've got a hill, a helmet, and no fear, the Gravity Bike is calling your name. Just remember, gravity doesn't slow down, and neither will you. Snowboard Bike. 2 handlebars, 2 wheels, 1 insane ride. This isn't just a bike, it's a sideways rebellion against everything you thought you knew about steering. Here's how it works. The right handlebar controls the front wheel, the left controls the back. That's not a typo. You don't just lean into turns like a mountain biker, you actively steer each end of the bike separately. It feels more like snowboarding than cycling. And yeah, it takes some serious brain rewiring at first. But once it clicks, it's pure adrenaline. You're not just moving forward, you're carving, like on fresh powder, but on pavement, dirt, or whatever surface you throw under it. It's weird, it's wild, and it works. This crazy concept didn't stay quiet. It's already been picked up by media outlets across China, the US, and beyond. Because while other bikes chase tradition or just add a motor, this one flips the entire steering model on its head, literally. And the craftsmanship isn't just a gimmick. The frame design is solid, the steering system is smooth, the control is surprisingly precise once you get the hang of it. It's not just different, it's engineered to be different, with intention. What this bike really represents is a dare, a challenge to rethink what movement can look like, to step off the beaten path, twist the handlebars in both directions, and see where the ride takes you. The snowboard bike isn't just a new way to ride, it's a new way to think. So if you're tired of normal, if you like sideways ideas that move forward fast, this one's Halbrad, a bike so compact, it makes folding bikes look oversized. Designed in Berlin by Felix Kuschart, this minimalist two-wheeler throws every rule of urban cycling out the window, and somehow it works. First off, it's tiny, just 79 centimeters long. That's shorter than most desks. You can tuck it under your arm, slide it into a train, or even stash it behind a door. No folding, no fuss. It's small enough to count as free luggage on public transit. Now, that's smart design. At around 10 kilograms, it's also incredibly light. It only has 2 gears, and yeah, you'll be riding in a slightly odd upright posture. But here's the thing, once you try it, you realize how little that matters. The Halbrad isn't about racing down highways or dominating mountain trails. It's about gliding through city traffic, dodging chaos, and fitting into spaces no normal bike could dream of. Now let's talk price. $2,000. Steep? Maybe. But think about it. No more stolen bikes. No more awkward parking. No more dragging a full-sized frame into a shoebox apartment. It's not just a bicycle. It's a daily problem solver. Kuschart didn't design this to win beauty contests or flex horsepower. He built it to reflect a different kind of luxury, the kind that fits your life. Clean, clever, and perfectly in sync with the fast, crammed rhythm of the city. The Halbrad is for people who value space, efficiency, and freedom over flash. It's a quiet rebellion against the overbuilt and overcomplicated. In a world full of noisy upgrades, this one whispers, less is more. Northern Light Velomobile 428. It looks like it came straight from a futuristic film, sleek, retro, and refreshingly different. But the reality is even better. This pedal-electric hybrid is designed for real-world urban adventure. At 3.4 meters long and 1.5 meters wide, it's compact enough for bike lanes, but spacious enough for comfort and cargo. And while it looks like a classic car shrunk to bike size, don't be fooled. This machine is powered by something special. Inside, a series hybrid drive system takes your pedaling effort and turns it into electricity. That electricity charges a 48-volt battery, which powers a rear hub motor rated at 1,000 watts. This isn't about raw speed, though it can cruise up to 56 kilometers per hour. It's about seamless, efficient motion. One pedal stroke powers the system, and with a range of over 80 kilometers, the city becomes your playground. Comfort is built in, thanks to composite leaf spring suspension, hydraulic disc brakes, and a removable rain shroud. Lighting is LED, the structure is lightweight at just 52 kilograms, and cargo space is surprisingly generous. Whether you're commuting, running errands, or just out for a joyride, it's built to move, quietly, cleanly, and cleverly. This isn't just about getting from A to B. It's about how you get there, and how you feel doing it. With one smooth push of the pedal, you're part of something smarter, more sustainable, more exciting. Say hello to the future of personal transport. Say hello to the Northern Light Velomobile 428. Monovelo Monowheel. At first glance, the Monovelo Monowheel looks like something straight out of an amusement park, more roller coaster than road vehicle. But this one-wheeled wonder is, in fact, a real functioning mode of transportation. And yes, it can reach speeds of up to 20 kilometers per hour. So how does it work? You sit inside the wheel, literally. To brake, you simply take your feet off the pedals and place them on the ground. Want to stay balanced? Just lean back a bit. It's not your average riding experience. It's more like piloting a futuristic pod on pavement. Surprisingly, if you already know how to ride a bicycle or motorcycle, the learning curve isn't too steep. Give it a couple of hours, and you'll be confidently rolling around in a 2-meter diameter wheel, turning heads and startling curious onlookers with every silent pass. The Monovelo is more than just a spectacle. It's an experience. It transforms ordinary neighborhood rides into something unforgettable. You're not just cruising, you're making a statement. And while it may look experimental, it's available for real-world purchase. Starting at $1,790, the Monovelo offers a quirky but capable vehicle that blurs the line between art, entertainment, and engineering. If you're someone who thrives on being different, who enjoys mastering strange but fascinating machines, or who just wants to make a bold entrance, this could be your ride. Forget 4 wheels, or even 2. With the Monovelo, it's one wheel, infinite curiosity. Are you ready to roll into the future, inside the wheel itself? Ballwheel Bike. What happens when you combine a bicycle and basketballs? You get the Ballwheel Bike, a wild creation straight out of Australia, built by inventor Thomas Ward. And yes, this 2-wheeled wonder actually rides on basketballs. At first glance, it looks like a comedy prop, but take a closer look and you'll realize this machine works. Using a set of custom roller mounts, the basketballs are locked in place and rotated by a clever rear-wheel drive system. Sure, there's a small traditional wheel involved for stability, but the actual movement and support come from the spinning basketballs. And the result? Surprisingly agile, hilariously entertaining, and 100% real. Riding the Ballwheel Bike is like turning every street into a stage. Heads turn, smiles break out, and if you happen to cruise by a basketball court, well, you're already in uniform. Thomas Ward's creation isn't just about fun. It's about redefining the ordinary, taking a daily object and turning it into a working piece of mobile art. This isn't just a stunt, it's a question. Why not try beach volleyballs next? Footballs? Giant tennis balls? The Ballwheel Bike reminds us that invention doesn't always have to be practical. Sometimes it's about pushing boundaries, getting a laugh, and sparking curiosity. So whether you see it as a rolling joke or a genius innovation, there's no denying, this is the kind of creativity that deserves a round of applause. and maybe even a new sport, stance bike. At first glance, the stance bike looks like it rolled straight out of a custom lowrider movie. With its aggressive frame, dramatic profile, and a stance that lives up to its name, this bike isn't just a ride, it's a statement. And here's the best part, it drops and lifts itself. That's right, thanks to a unique suspension system, the stance bike can lower for cruising or rise up for riding, giving it serious street presence and attitude. But don't expect to find any factory-made parts here. Except for the section between the handlebars and the seat, everything on this machine is custom built. Every curve, every weld, every piece of tubing has been shaped for style and swagger. It's not just a bike, it's a rolling sculpture on two wheels. You might expect a build like this to come with a high price tag, right? Surprisingly, it was sold for just $272. That's right, less than the cost of a mid-range factory bicycle. It makes you wonder, could this be the ultimate budget custom build? This bike doesn't care about speed or specs. It's all about stance and style. Whether parked at a show or gliding down the boulevard, the stance bike turns heads, drops jaws, and proves that creativity doesn't have to cost a fortune. For anyone dreaming of building a ride that breaks the rules without breaking the bank, this machine is pure inspiration. Low, loud, and built with love, the stance bike stands tall by sitting low.